Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear friend and student. This is Nasir Ali. Welcome to the fourth lecture of FSC Part 1 Biology. Student, today I am going to discuss with you, I am going to talk about the classification of carbohydrate, the first class of carbohydrate, monosaccharide. So let's proceed the class. The first one, classification of carbohydrates. Classification of carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are classified into three main classes. The first one is monosaccharide. So today we have to talk about monosaccharides. So first of all, we have to discuss the meaning of monosaccharide. That's what's mean by a monosaccharide. So monosaccharide is the combination of two words. The first one is mono. Mono mean one or single, and the second one is saccharum. Saccharum or saccharide mean sugar. Monosaccharide is also called simple sugar. So monosaccharide is the combination of two words. The first one is mono. Mono mean one or single, and the second one is saccharum or saccharide mean sugar. And monosaccharide is also called simple sugar. This is the meaning of monosaccharide. Now moving toward the definition of monosaccharide, that how we can define monosaccharide. Definition. So how we can define monosaccharide? The class of carbohydrate which cannot be further hydrolyzed, which cannot simplified into simple sugar, is called monosaccharide. Class of carbohydrates. Which cannot simplified or hydrolyzed into simple sugar, called monosaccharide. The class of carbohydrate which cannot be further hydrolyzed into simple sugar, which cannot be broken down into simple sugar. So this type or this class of carbohydrate is called monosaccharide. And the second definition of carbohydrate monosaccharide is, the second definition is the class of carbohydrates which consist of or contain only one monosaccharide, only one sugar unit, is called monosaccharide. Class of carbohydrate consists of one sugar unit is called monosaccharide. So this is the second definition of monosaccharide. The first definition is the class of carbohydrate which cannot simplified, which cannot hydrolyze into simple sugar, is called monosaccharide. And the second definition of monosaccharide is the class of carbohydrate which consists of only one sugar unit, is called monosaccharide. So this is the definition of monosaccharide, that how we can define monosaccharide. Now moving toward the property of monosaccharide. Properties of monosaccharide. So the first property of monosaccharide is that they are sweet in taste. All monosaccharide are sweet in taste, like glucose, fructose, galactose, etc. So these all are sweet in nature. So monosaccharide are sweet in taste. The second property of monosaccharide is they are soluble soluble in water. All monosaccharides are soluble in water. Why? Because due to the presence of which group? Soluble in water due to hydroxyl group. Monosaccharide may be contain aldehyde or ketone functional group. The third property is contain aldehyde or ketone group. This is the third property of monosaccharide. The fourth property of monosaccharide is they are solid at room temperature. Solid at room temperature. At room temperature, all monosaccharides are found at the solid state. Mean at 25 degrees centigrade, all monosaccharides are present in the solid state. And the fifth property of monosaccharide are they have a general formula. General formula of CnH2ON, where N represent number of atom. So this is the fifth property of monosaccharide. The sixth property of monosaccharide are the sixth property is they cannot further hydrolyze are simplified into simple sugar. And the seventh property is they are instant source of energy. So this is the property of monosaccharide, that they are sweet in taste, soluble in water due to hydroxyl group, contain aldehyde or ketone as a functional group. They are solid at room temperature, mean at 25 degrees centigrade. All monosaccharides are solid. They have a general formula of CnH2ON and having a general formula CnH2ON, where N represent number of carbon. And the sixth property of monosaccharide are they cannot further hydrolyze into simple sugar. It means they cannot broken down into simple sugar unit. And the seventh property are they are the instant, they are the sudden or the primary source of energy. Now moving toward the classification of monosaccharide. So monosaccharides are classified by two methods: classification. So monosaccharides are classified by two methods. Classified by two methods or two ways. The first method or the first way is classification on the basis of containing aldehyde or ketone group or the presence of functional group, and the second one is classification on the basis of number of carbon atoms. So the first one is the first classification on the basis of present group or attached group. So on the basis of attached group, monosaccharides are classified into two groups. The first one is aldoses, and the second one is ketoses. The type of monosaccharide which contain aldehyde group, is called aldoses, and the type of or the class of monosaccharide which contain ketone group is called ketoses. Example of aldoses is glyceraldehyde, erythrose, ribose, and glucose, etc. An example of ketoses is dehydroxyacetone, erythrulose, ribulose, etc. This is the example of ketoses. And the second classification is classification on the basis of number of carbon atom present in a molecule. The second classification is classification on basis of number of carbon atom. So on the basis of number of carbon atom, monosaccharide are classified into the following group. The first one is trioses. This is the A, this is the B. The first one is trioses, containing 3 carbon atom. Tri mean 3. So the class or the type of monosaccharide which contain 3 carbon atom is called trioses, like glyceraldehyde, and the second one is tetroses, which contain 4 carbon atom, like erythrose or erythrulose, etc. The third one is tetroses, and this is pentoses, which contain 5 carbon atom, like ribose and ribulose, etc. The fourth one is hexoses, contain 6 carbon atom, like glucose and fructose, etc. So this is the example of hexoses. In the classification of monosaccharide, we classified monosaccharide by 2 methods, by 2 ways. The first way is classification on the basis of present or attached group, and the second classification is classification on the basis of number of carbon atom. So on the basis of attached group, monosaccharide are classified into 2 groups, aldoses and ketoses. Those monosaccharide which contain aldehyde group is called aldoses, and those monosaccharide which contain a ketone group is called ketoses. The example of aldoses is glyceraldehyde, erythrose, ribose, etc. And the example of ketoses is dehydroxyacetone, erythrulose, ribulose, and fructose. And the second classification is classification on the basis of number of carbon atom. So on the basis of number of carbon atom, monosaccharide are classified into the following group. The first one is trioses, which contain 3 carbon atom, like glyceraldehyde. The second one is tetroses, which contain 4 carbon atom, like erythrose or erythrulose. The third one is pentoses, which contain 5 carbon atom, like ribose and ribulose. The fourth one is hexoses, which contain 6 carbon atom, like glucose and fructose, etc. So this is the classification of monosaccharide. Now the moving toward the ETA MCQs, which is related to today's topic. ETA MCQs. So the MCQs related to today's topic is MCQs number first. The sweetest monosaccharide the sweetest monosaccharide is. So the answer is fructose. About 1.7 times sweet than sucrose. The second MCQ is the most abundant carbohydrates are aldoses. The third MCQ is the most abundant aldose in nature is glucose. The fourth MCQ is the most abundant ketone in nature is. The answer is fructose. So this is the 4 MCQs of ETA related to today topics. So this is our today topic about the classification of carbohydrate. The first class of carbohydrate, monosaccharide. That's what's mean by monosaccharide, how to define monosaccharide, what is the property of monosaccharide, and what is the classification of monosaccharide. And after this we discuss the MCQs related to today topic of ETA. So this is our today lecture. I hope you understand. If you have any questions regarding today lecture or any ETA MCQs, you can ask me in the comment section, or personally you can WhatsApp me on my WhatsApp number. So thank you for giving us your useful time. Thank you so much. See you next time.